Like, for example, if you were dating a guy and he was like, say he was a bit more blunt, and you asked him, you're like, what do you rate me? And he said, oh, I'd give you like a 6. Would you?
So I think it's a little more
offended, or?
multidimensional than that. I think that if I was having a conversation with my husband, let's say, I think that when he looked at me and he perceived me, he would say, Emily, you're a beautiful woman and you're a 10 in my eyes. And then if we took it into the context of, okay, but let's take it from a societal standpoint or take it from a universal standpoint of if you did the BuzzFeed poll, what you would be rated. Those might not be congruent, but that doesn't mean that my husband doesn't see me as the most beautiful woman in the world, or I don't see him as the most attractive. What I believe, of course, because those are my values.
Here's me. If I'm dating a girl, I would almost be upset or offended if she was like, I think you're better looking than Brad Pitt when he was 25. I'd be like, shut the you're lying.
But maybe she's not, because she's also if you're dating her, but then she's also taking.
I know
she can't separate all that, because now you've got sentiment and experiences and the way you make her feel. Like, she's not going to be able to separate that.
She likes me because of all those things. But if we're just having a conversation about looks,
of course.
I think if you're in love or in a relationship with somebody, I don't think that pulls like wool over your eyes to the point where you can't just assess that, like, okay, there is possibly somebody who could be better looking than my partner.
I agree with Brian. Just because you're with someone and you've grown a lot of feelings for them shouldn't blind you from what they actually look like. Let's take off the blinders and have a real conversation.
That's what I call a chain reaction.